How we all doing tonight? Jack here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a fantastic day as always. So this past weekend, the awesome guys over at Genki flew me out to Scottsdale, Arizona to get hands-on first impressions of their upcoming revival of Tokyo Xtreme Racer. I just want to give a massive thank you to Genki for flying me out and just not even like saying, oh, like you need to do this or that. Very open-ended. They just want to hear the good they want to hear good feedback. They want to hear what the community would like to see within the game, and I like how open and honest they are about the game. And from what I've played so far, if you're a fan of Tokyo Xtreme Racer in the past from the PS2 and the Xbox 360, I think you will be very comfortable. I think you'll be right at home with the upcoming Tokyo Xtreme Racer. It honestly felt like I never left. Like I was like right at home the first minute I was in the game. I had a nice Toyota Supra and I was just cruising around the highways and flashing our lights, flashing our beams,
flashing those beams, bro.
At just enemy racers, at other racers, and challenging them to races. And the races were pretty fun. I didn't have any super difficult races. Tokyo Xtreme Racer at times felt like it was a ploy by the game controller industry to sell more game controllers, because that game has claimed a couple game controllers. Let's not lie. But the races I played in this demo were pretty easy, and that's something you got to understand is this is an early demo. For an early demo, it was pretty fleshed out. It felt pretty complete, so I will say that. And I actually do have footage of me playing the game. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get direct capture, and there's a lot of glare, unfortunately, so it is a little hard to see what is like going on screen. But here's me playing like the actual game. I'm gonna have some clips here of just me playing the game and my genuine reactions as I'm playing. I want to give a massive shout out to the guys over at Genki for reaching out, inviting me out here as I rear end this poor Miata. Having, you know, it's been years since I last played a Tokyo Xtreme Racer game, right? And it's just surreal coming back into this game. It feels like I've never left. That's kind of like sitting down and going in. You know, with games, when they take 20-year hiatuses, oftentimes they come back and they're radically different or just something off-putting about like a new remake. But I'm not worried about that with this game because I hopped right in. And I'm like right at home. Even if you've never played a Tokyo Xtreme Racer game before, and you've just played Shutoko, like the Assetto Corsa Shutoko one, then you will feel right at home. Like I'm easily recognizing all the different highways here, all the different like landmarks and everything. It's so fun. I'm driving the 2JZ. My right turn signal's on for some reason. I'm not not sure how to turn that off. We saw the Bug Eye WRX, saw the Sylvia K, saw a Terreno in traffic. I saw a Cappuccino earlier. Like they've got, and these are like racers too. So from what I've seen, and I believe that was just an RX-7 FC right there. Pretty unique car list, and one that I think fits this game well. But as I rear end this poor guy. I just sent that guy into orbit. Jeez. At one point, Hurt, who was playing before me, he had left me the Supra with bald tires. The tires were just completely bald. There was no grip left to them. And I was racing a guy around Daikoku. And I was about to lose the race. I moved to the left. I used a little bit of NOS and I sped past him. But I'm coming around that like bend around Daikoku. And I started sliding. The Supra because my tires were just shot. They were gone. But I was able to correct it, and it was so fun. Like it was just a fucking like insane, just like it's like a cutscene moment. Like, you know, when you're gaming, right? And you just have those cutscene moments, but like they're not like actual cutscenes. They're not scripted whatsoever. It felt like a scripted cutscene, but I did it like in person, and that was just so fun. The R33 now.
You're getting all the cool cars. I couldn't find any of them.
Yeah. Well, you were racing the Cappuccino earlier. That's cool as shit. He's gaining on me. Ah, shit. He's about to win. All right, last minute overtake with the NOS.
When the sun goes lower.
There we go. All right, we're keeping it alive.
Yeah, put a blanket over my head. Everyone's got to think I'm feeling something.
Get a little sideways there. Shoo. Around the little bend there, got a little sideways. Do not want to look at the state of my tires at this moment. Yeah, no, my tires are gone. I know you probably can't see with the glare, but in the bottom right, we got hard compound tires. But me and Hertz have just been running the Supra into the ground. There's no grip left whatsoever on the tires. So that's why I'm sliding all around. There's like no grip whatsoever.
We are the first two people to play this game.
You left me no grip on the tires.
Hey, sorry, I tried to go back into Daikoku to change them.
Yeah, I was sliding around there.
Yeah.
I actually will have a full interview with the developers releasing later this week, so definitely check that out, and a lot of questions about the game will be answered, so stay tuned for that. But, and this is something we talk about more in depth in that interview, with Tokyo Xtreme Racer, it fills a good niche within the arcade racing game scene, because on one end you have Forza Horizon, you know, Need for Speed, all these like multi-million-dollar AAA games on one end, and then you have indie games on the other end, right? And nothing really in between, nothing AA. I mean, the closest thing is Test Drive Unlimited, but that's a AA game trying to be a AAA game, and it doesn't really count. Tokyo Xtreme Racer, they're aiming to make a quality AA game and sell it at a AA price. There's no price yet, but they're aiming for a AA experience, and I think that's perfect for what Tokyo Xtreme Racer is. It's a pretty niche game. It's a very specific game too. It's all about highway racing in Tokyo. It's not gonna have all the features that like a Forza or a Need for Speed game would have, but it's also gonna have more features and be a little more fleshed out and have more of a budget than your indie games like Night Runners. And we need more games like that. We need, in this industry, we need more quality, but also more refined and kind of scaled back games made for less of a price, but also sold at less of a price. You know, we had that a lot back in the PS2 era. You would have like your Midnight Clubs and your Need for Speeds, but you'd also have games like Tokyo Xtreme Racer, like a game like Ford versus Chevy, or like Corvette or Ford Racing. You know, you'd have those middle of the road like racing games. They may not be like highly fleshed out, but they still delivered quite an awesome experience. They delivered a quality experience, and I think you will get a quality experience from this Tokyo Xtreme Racer game. It's not doing anything, from what I've played, and this is just from the very small demo, it's not doing anything like completely outside of the box. It's not really trying to innovate from the previous Tokyo Xtreme Racer games. What they're mainly doing, what they mainly want to do, and I'll talk about this more in the interview, they're trying to create a refined revival of the series. They're just trying to bring the series back. It's more, not necessarily a revival, it's more of a continuation of the Tokyo Xtreme Racer series after 18 years. And after 18 years, it's insane how they still have that identity. They still have everything down when it comes to just Tokyo Xtreme Racer and everything that you'd want out of a Tokyo Xtreme Racer game. And FuelFest, like, on its own was also like a lot of fun. There's a lot of like really good, there's like a drifting show going on. There's literally a moment where there's like a pack of 3 cars drifting and a trophy truck comes and just jumps right over them. I have shitty Android quality to like show it off, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cody Walker actually showed up as well to the Genki booth, and he's playing it for a bit. And there's just a lot of, it was a really fun event. There's a lot of really cool like exhibitions. The state police, Arizona State Police had like a Camaro and a Mustang. There's the Army was there, and they had one of their high mobility like vehicles, HMVs, I believe they're called. And I got to sit in it. As a big ARMA guy, like I love, I love military stuff. So that was really fun. And of course, like Lamborghinis, Ferraris. I'm looking forward for this game coming out because it is a fun game, especially on wheel. I played it on with the Logitech Direct Drive wheel, so I can't wait to play it on wheel. And it's also good on controller as well. So whether you want to play it on wheel or controller, it's going to be a fun time regardless. I enjoyed my time with it, and I can't wait to play it. The only thing I wish I could have done is either get some direct capture footage or get some footage after the sunset, because I was planning on doing it, but unfortunately, the generator that they were working off of died. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any more footage at nighttime without the glare. But overall, I hope my reactions kind of showed you a little bit of like how much I was enjoying the game. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. If you want to see more Tokyo Xtreme Racer footage on this channel, Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video if you want to see more, and be sure to hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload the developer Q&A later this week. But that's it for me tonight. I'll catch you all later. Have a good night, everyone.